All right, so hey, um, MMO RPG genre YouTube uh, watchers and other people who don't necessarily watch YouTube all the time, but like to watch um, people do videos like this. So I'm new to actually speaking a lot on my MMO reviews because I find that my opinions are kind of, I guess they're controversial compared to a lot of what's going on in the genre right now. I feel like the genre is very negative as far as a lot of the content creators and a lot of the reviewers that are reviewing, uh, MMOs in general, especially the fantasy RPG genre. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So just a little bit of a background. Um, I've been playing MMOs for a really long time, over 20 years, and the reason behind that is because, unfortunately, my life just happens to be where I have conditions that make it to where it's harder for me to do physical things. And so this is really my whole world and my entertainment is MMOs. But I think that fantasy MMORPGs probably are held to a unfair standard in the industry um, because it's like everyone's expecting from the time WoW came out. And WoW did so well because it just happened to be created and published and put in the market when computers were just now able to start playing that type of content, start running that type of complex programming, um, and they ran with it. And you have to give Blizzard and all of them kudos for doing what they did and stepping into the industry when they did. However, that doesn't mean that it's like I've sat and watched so many games that have the potential. Someone created these worlds. They're not auto-generated like so many people think that with Linux, and they've dabbled in a little bit of programming. They think that all of this stuff is auto-generated. It just materializes or designs itself, and uh, that's not it. Each and every one of these bushes and trees and foliage and all these different types of flora and fauna that are in the game were individually designed and created by someone on a team. Every brick, every wall, everything that's been put in this game was programmed and put in here by an individual, by a living, breathing individual who put their heart and soul into this job, and a lot of them are still doing that. And when you look at this game, This is Throne and Liberty, it's breathtaking. I hear so many people comparing it to Ion, comparing it to, in a lot of ways to Rift, to Ion, to Lineage, all the other games. But unfortunately, a lot of the reviewers and content creators do that in a negative way. Like, that's a compliment, I think. I think that's a compliment to Throne and Liberty when people say this reminds me of Ion. Because if you've never played Ion, which is the AION game, it was one of a lot of people really thought it was going to be the next WoW. Like, a lot of people thought that was going to be. It was one of the first major MMOs to come out after WoW, and everybody was saying they weren't wanting it. I think this is. I'm trying to word this the right way. Um, People wanted a WoW killer. They wanted something that was going to kill WoW. Well, that was the mistake that members of this genre um, set as a bar. Like, why did somebody hop on board with that to say, okay, we want something that's going to be so good, it's so epic that it's going to kill WoW. Well, that's why this will never work. until that mentality is completely stifled, until the expectation that something is going to be as good as the original, if not the original, which I believe that WoW was the original major fantasy MMORPG that just really set a whole new standard and blew people's minds with how successful it was then and still is to this day. It's still hosting tens of millions of people with active subscribers in this day and age, and that's pretty amazing. Guild Wars 2, I hear see so many people saying Guild Wars 2 is going to be the next WoW killer. Why? They're not trying to kill WoW. They're trying to release something that's kind of unique and individual, and adds a variety and adds a option for people to play. Maybe both games, or maybe take a break from one and play the other one for a while, vice versa. I mean, that's not the object of these companies. These companies are not trying to dominate the industry and put the other one out of business. That's not the goals. They're trying to, materialize on a screen for fans of this genre. They're trying to show them their image and their creativity, provide them a place to escape, at least digitally, escape the realities of the harsh world that we all live in right now. And a lot of people say, well, that's a privileged and ignorant way to look at it. No, it's not. Even if you live in an ivory tower, you can still see the forest, the mountains, the forest, and the trees around you burning down. And it still adds a modicum of stress and problems to a person even living in an ivory tower. So that's kind of, that's not the way you're supposed to look at life. But my point is, I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. It's about 10 minutes. I'm going to be making videos like this. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that people will shift from the content creators and reviewers will shift from trying to always compare when a new MMO is released or it gets in the media, it gets on the line, it's out on the wire, it's the rumors start that it's going to get released. I want people to stop trying to expect a WoW killer or expect something that's going to destroy the first and original tyrant of the MMORPG fantasy genre, right? Anyway, give me your opinion. I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe. I'm not going to make videos just nonsensical like this. I am going to actually try to make some content where people will get some substance out of my video. Peace out. Like and subscribe and help me grow my channel, please. Thank you.